Good morning, dear students and my friends. I Om Prakash Tiwari, teacher of Skyline International School. So, students, today I am going to explain you about macroeconomics. आज मैं आपको मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स के बारे में बताऊंगा. So, firstly, tell you I will discuss the learning concept. So first learning concept is meaning of macroeconomics. B. It means second difference between micro and macro. And third one is scope of macroeconomics. So students, let's learn about that meaning of macroeconomics. So, firstly, we have to know what is the meaning of macroeconomics. Meaning of macroeconomics. Firstly, I will define you. Macroeconomics is defined as that branch of economics which deal with economic issues or economics problems at the level of an economy as a whole. Actually, students, macroeconomic, macroeconomics is defined as a branch of economics. Macroeconomics को इकोनॉमिक्स का ब्रांच कहा जाता है विच डील विथ इकोनॉमिक इशू और इकोनॉमिक्स प्रॉब्लम जो अर्थव्यवस्था की जो समस्याएं और प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं उनको सॉल्व करता है उनके साथ डील करता है एट द लेवल ऑफ एन इकोनॉमी एज अ होल न तो किसी प्रॉब्लम से बल्कि पूरी प्रकार की समस्याओं अर्थात सभी प्रकार की समस्याओं को लेकर के न कि किसी एक प्रकार नॉट अ इंडिविजुअल प्रॉब्लम इट्स सॉल्व नॉट अ इंडिविजुअल प्रॉब्लम बट एज अ होल सभी प्रकार की तो फर्स्टली वी हैव टू we will think about that कि which kinds of issues and problem economy has to solve. So first is aggregate demand. It means total demand. It's not work as a national level. It's work like a universe. What is students? It's work like a universe. पूरे देश विदेश हर जगह में जो डिमांड है मांग डिमांड मीन्स मांग एंड एग्रीगेट डिमांड मीन्स कुल मांग उसके बारे में द सेकेंड पॉइंट इज एग्रीगेट सप्लाई सप्लाई मीन्स पूर्ति एग्रीगेट सप्लाई मीन्स कुल पूर्ति कितनी ज्यादा एंड थर्ड वन इज नेशनल इनकम मीन्स घरेलू इनकम fourth one is general price of level. The problem is general price of level. मूल्य की चढ़ती उतरती चीजों के बारे में समझेंगे एंड टोटल एम्प्लॉयमेंट रोजगार के बारे में हम समझेंगे एंड द लास्ट वन इज द रेट ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन द रेट ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ती कीमत किसी वस्तु की बढ़ती कीमत के बारे में जानेंगे नाउ आई एम ऑल्सो अगेन टू रिपीट माई sentences first is aggregate demand second one is aggregate supply third national income fourth general price level fifth total employment and sixth is the rate of inflation is last okay now the next topic we have to discuss, we will to discuss about difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. So firstly, the basis of study. First point is the difference between basis of study. Microeconomics, B1 is macroeconomics. Okay, so firstly we have to know what the basis of microeconomics. So macro it's deal with problem of choice and scarcity at the level of an individual, a household, a firm, and or an industry. Actually, students, microeconomics deals the issues and problem about the choice and scarcity. Choice means खुद की चीजों पसंद वाली चीजों को बारे में या पसंदीदा चीजों के बारे में. स्कैरसिटी मीन्स वस्तुओं की कमी या कमी को शो करता है. And its work as an individual problem. Its work as an individual problem for a household, for a firm, and for an industry. Now, in a B point is a macroeconomics. It deals with the problem of a choice and scarcity at the level of an economy as a whole. Actually, students, macro it's not deal with the individual issued an individual problem. It's deal as a whole of an economy, like a choice, pasand, and scarcity means coming. Okay. The next point is economics variables. In a microeconomy, it's use a macroeconomics variable such as customer demand and producer supply. Microeconomics में जो variables use किए जाते हैं वो होते हैं how to fulfill the consumer demand, and for a producer how to supply. In a macroeconomics, its uses macroeconomics variable such as aggregate demand and aggregate supply means कुल मांग एवं कुल पूर्ति. Okay. Demand economics agent. Third topic is economic agent. Okay, students. So, in macroeconomics, at a macro level, economics decisions are taken largely by the individual economics agents. Actually, students, माइक्रो लेवल्स मीन्स स्मॉल, छोटा, छोटे स्तर पर जो भी डिसीजन लिए जाते हैं इकोनॉमी में वो इंडिविजुअल इकोनॉमिक्स एजेंट्स के थ्रू लिए जाते हैं. बट इन मैक्रो इकोनॉमी एट द मैक्रो लेवल मीन्स बड़ा, लार्ज. ओके. इकोनॉमिक्स डिसीजन are taken by the institution's economic agent, not an individual economics agent. The decisions are taken by the institution's economics agent. Okay, students. So now the fourth is a central issues. The fourth one is a central issues in a microeconomics at the macro level. Allocations of resources is the central issues. छोटी समस्याओं को, but macroeconomics at the macro level of determinations of overall level of output and employment is the central issues. Okay, students. Macro and micro and macro paradox. Okay, so what is the logical at the micro level may not be the logical at the macro level. For example, savings is a good for an individual at micro level, but in a macroeconomics, for example, savings by all people of economics is not good मैक्रो लेवल. माइक्रो लेवल पे मतलब छोटे स्तर पे किसी इंडिविजुअल पर्सन या किसी इंडिविजुअल फैक्ट्री के लिए जो सेविंग्स होती हैं वो गुड्स होती हैं, बट मैक्रो के लिए वो बहुत बड़ी ज़्यादा संख्या में या बहुत बड़ी लार्ज numbers of the peoples have do the savings. It's not good for the macroeconomics. Okay, students. Now, I want to explain I want to explain these micro and macro paradox through the picture. Okay, so at a micro level, a person saving money is good for the individual. छोटे स्तर पे individual savings is good, but at macro level, lots of people do the savings. So savings money by the all people is an economy is less demand. सभी लोगों के द्वारा सभी लोगों के द्वारा अगर सेविंग्स मनी सेविंग्स होंगी तो ये डिमांड को कम कर देता है मीन्स मांग की कमी कर देता है एंड प्रोडक्शन एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट मे बी फेल जो उत्पादन और रोजगारी है वो क्या होती है फेल हो जाती हैं सो इन अ माइक्रो इंडिविजुअल सेविंग्स दैट्स फॉर गुड फॉर in microeconomics but all money savings by doing the all people's it's not good for the macroeconomics okay students scope of microeconomics let's we have to know that about scope of microeconomics so national income is basis concept of macroeconomics. Third, national income and related aggregates. Fourth one is methods of calculating national income. Fifth is about the money. And six is about the banking. Banking means Reserve Bank of India. We have to learn about that all about the banks. Okay. And seven is the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. Eight is short runs equilibrium output. And nine is the problems of deficient demand and excess demand students. And the chapter number 10 we have to learn about is government budget. What is this? Government budget. Chapter 11 is foreign exchange rate and chapter 12 is balance of payment. What is this? Balance of payment. So today I explained you the meaning of macroeconomics and the difference between micro and macro and also explained by me scopes of macroeconomics. For today, thank you and end of my topics I again want to say that please like and subscribe and also share my channel. Okay, thank you so much.